Hello tribe, welcome back to my channel. So we're doing another 7th 10-day prediction, and today I want you to choose from the intuitive deck. We haven't used it for a while, so I thought I would bring it back. Pile number 1 starts here, pile number 2, pile number 3, and pile number 4. Here are all cards from above. Take a moment, see if you can see a vision in any of those cards, or it reminds you of something. That might be a pile for you. I'm gonna see you in timestamps. Hello pile 1, welcome to your reading. So we're gonna be doing tea leaf tarot, and I'm gonna be shuffling on camera. I hope your week has been good. You're not feeling any intense energies, hopefully. But I know that until the beginning of November, we will still be seeing and feeling things, right? So hold on. Okay, your cards are falling straight away. Give me a moment. We want, I think, 2 more cards from the tea leaf. And we'll pull 2 from the Romance Angel for your relationship messages. Okay, thank you. One more. Okay, that one. I'm gonna show all these cards to you in a minute. Let's see what we have for your Romance Angel. Pile 1. Pile 1. I want jumpers today. I want them to jump out. Okay, it's being stubborn. Maybe there are some delays in connections and relationships. Okay, that one wants to come out, and we'll go from here. We'll look at these cards in a minute. We'll talk about them in a minute. We're gonna start with tea leaf. We have happiness, a good start. Music is intentionally louder. Some people hate it, some people love it. We have hammock, taking a vacation physically or mentally. Really nice start, pile number 1. We have cat, a two-faced friend. We have hand, in need of help, assistance, and guidance. Okay, let's start clarifying, shall we? I'm gonna use the Urban Tarot for you. Let's clarify happiness. Let's clarify happiness. What is that connected to? I want 2 cards. Let's let gravity do the work. We have the 5 of Pentacles, and this deck is very different, as you can see. Which is, I really like that it's being clarified, you know, that happiness is being clarified by 5 of Pentacles. This is nice. There's big improvement when it comes to your health, or when it comes to you feeling creative again, motivated, driven. So what we have here, some of you might be feeling that the next 7 to 10 days from now, if you have any worries about your health or about someone else's health around you, you're gonna see big improvements. If some of you out there are waiting for a result, the result will be to your advantage. You're gonna be happy hearing about those things. Now, for some other people, I must say that talks about improvement when it comes to your, how should I put it for you? If some of you have been feeling lonely, or have been feeling that you don't have enough, I think the next 7 to 10 days from now, that will change big time. Those who are creative here, I'd say use those 7 to 10 days from now for your own creativity. You're gonna have amazing ideas. Everything will go smoothly for you. And you know, sometimes when you have a blockage, when you do whatever it is that has this hint of creativity, that's gonna come back on track, this is saying, which is really nice to see. Okay, let's see. Hammock, taking a vacation physically or mentally. So obviously, if you know that you are in lockdown, or there are restrictions. It can talk about maybe a short trip somewhere around your house, even a picnic of some sorts. For some others, there might be an actual unexpected trip that you might be taking. For people who know that you won't be able to do that, that's a mental holiday, which is nice. You're getting some time off, okay? We have Two of Pentacles. Ooh, we're getting a message here straight away. Let me adjust the camera for you a little bit. Okay, that card wants to come out. We'll take it. And we have the Queen of Discs. Okay, so guys, it does seem like you're going to have a really good time that's going to feel like holiday. Would you be taking an actual physical trip or not? There's going to be some kind of get-together. Maybe some of you will talk about taking a trip, or you will be planning it. For some other people, whatever you do physically is going to put you at ease when it comes to your mind. So I'd say I would encourage a lot of people to take care of their bodies the next week, because this is going to actually improve your mental space. And it seems like you'll be able to escape your thoughts through some kind of physical activity. And I'm feeling that a lot of you will love it. So some of you might find some kind of activity that it's going to be not a temporary thing. You might want to do it continuously. If you're going to get invited somewhere to maybe take part in something, I would encourage you doing so. For some others, there is a very nice family get-together. I wouldn't be surprised if some of you would receive a sum of money. I don't know why I'm seeing that. That's quite specific. A sum of money of some kind of support from someone who is close to you. Celebration. Some kind of celebration is coming up for pile number 1 the next 7 to 10 days from now. People are wining, dining, appreciating one another. So this is nice energy. Okay, a two-faced friend. What is that talking about? Let's let gravity do the work. We've got the Ace of Swords. You're gonna find out something. There's gonna be a light bulb moment here. Okay, tell me more. And we have the Filmmaker in this deck. So it seems like maybe someone around you might have tried to create some kind of image of themselves that is not entirely true. Now, I'm not feeling for many of you that this is going to be something that will impact you, like, any drama or so. I think the person who is around you, it can be a friend, it can be family member, it can be, person who's not as close. You are finding some kind of information about them that's going to tell you that this person is not how you imagined them to be. And they have created some kind of an image that they want to be seen as, which is quite interesting here. I want to dig into this a bit more. One more card. One more card. We have the Fool. Very specific message, so please try to interpret it to your own situation. Whoever this person is who's trying to portray themselves as who they are not, probably they might show you that they're very lighthearted, they like to take risks, they are not afraid of taking risks. And I think you're gonna find certain things about them that will surprise you. That will surprise you. Okay, hand in need of help, assistance, and guidance. Tell me more. Tell me more. We have the kindergarten teacher. Okay, that's nice. Okay, that wants to come out. And the 5 of Cups. It makes sense here. I do think that for some of you guys, you may find, if you have kids and you're looking for maybe a school for them, or maybe a better teacher, or you're trying to improve their education somehow, the quality of education, you will find a person who can advise you, or who can connect you with someone who's quite good at what they do. because it does seem like there's going to be assistance needed because of some kind of disappointment that has already happened. So you are aware of this disappointment. You know, you didn't like something didn't go the way you expected. Whatever the case, I'd say for some of you, watch out for an actual teacher, because this person might be able to help you. And whoever this is, I'm picking up that this person has a very significant watch, or they just wear something around their wrist that is very, you would pay attention to it. It's quite unique, I must say. Now it can be vice versa. It can be you who's helping someone out, right? One more card. We have prudence. So for me, it does seem like you connecting to some kind of professional here. Now for some other people, a very specific message here, you will be helping someone out in your workplace. So if a new person came in, you'd be able to help and guide them. And I think they're gonna appreciate you big time. Even if you have your own business, I'd say there's gonna be some kind of help coming in, or someone is gonna maybe show you something that you didn't know about. You know, as simple as if you're creating your own website, or if you're creating something, right? And you're speaking to a person and they're like, hey, but how about that platform? Why didn't you try this platform out? Or why didn't you try this service of some sorts? And you're like, hey, okay, that's actually a good idea, because whatever service I've used, it kind of disappointed me. It wasn't as I expected it to be. Okay, so let's take these back. By the way, overall, I don't know what it is, but for pile 1, you're gonna be eating much healthier, it seems like, the next 7 to 10 days from now, or you're gonna be exploring an interesting cuisine. That's interesting, right? So food is somehow important the next 7 to 10 days from now. Look what you're putting in your body, this is saying, but it's not like a warning. It's more so explore maybe new recipes. You know, there is so much there, especially for people who are kind of bored of what it is that they've been eating, and they just eat just because they have to. It's not that they enjoy it as much. It's saying open your eyes to new recipes, try one out. You know, I think it's gonna open your eyes to how many more things you can create, and making food is not gonna be as boring for some of you. Now we have trust as well as children. When it comes to your relationships, let's adjust a little bit more. I'm gonna be pulling from Steampunk. Clarifying the trust card. If you're going to be offered something, I would say, you know, an overall message here. Trust people around you who are offering you something when it comes to romance or when it comes to feelings. It seems like someone has disappointed you in the past and now you may be closed off. So the next week it would be good to have your heart space open, okay, to let people in, because while doing so you can notice that by accepting the offer, which is going to be sincere and genuine, right? It's not about accepting people who have been bad to you before, but by allowing new people to come in, or by opening up with someone, would it be a romantic or non-even romantic relationship, is going to somehow improve and take you further, which sounds weird, but if someone wants to show you genuine care the next week, I'd say be open. Be open. And I think for some of you, you are being offered some kind of a trip, because that's coming up here. Clarify, children, please. We have the Knight of Swords. It's as simple as some of you who have children, you will keep an eye on them, because the Knight of Swords in this deck for me is very observant, and this is someone who's like, what are they doing now, you know? So I think it's not like stalking. It can be so in some cases, but you're going to be observing what your children are doing. And I think it might be connected to maybe something that they haven't done right, or they were not as successful in. Would it be at school? Would it be in their own personal life? And you won't try to interrupt, but you're gonna just be like observing and saying, hey, I'm gonna let them to learn the lesson themselves. Yeah, that's what I'm getting here. Let's pull a message for you. All right, let's pull a message for you. Let me see which deck. We're gonna go for the Animal Tarot. What is the message for pile number 1? What is the message for pile number 1? We have the Queen of Summer, which is the Queen of Cups in the regular deck. It says, this is a time of deep emotions and heightened intuition that you can trust completely. Be mindful you don't ignore your own needs while caring for others. And then, by the way, taken from the intuitive card that you've chosen here, I must say the next 7 to 10 days from now seems quite fertile. So I don't know what it means to you, but I hope that this makes sense to someone who needed to hear that. Now, what I want you to do, I want you to think of a question that has a yes or no answer to it. And choose between numbers 1 and 9. Number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Stop the video here if you need some more time. There are no objects. I want you to choose purely intuitively. We started with an answer for number 1. It's a yes, pile 1, group 1. Then 2. It's not the right time for you to know about this, or not the right time for something to take place. If you want to choose one more, you can. 3. Something is delayed. Would it be the answer to the question, or the situation will be somehow delayed? 4. It's a no. 5. It's a maybe. So every time I get a maybe, I know that there's something is being woven behind the scenes, but the universe, God, whatever you believe in, doesn't want me to know about it just yet. So almost like a hidden secret. 6. Yes, definitely. 7. Another path is yours. There is something better waiting for you out there, however you want to interpret this. 8. It's a yes. And 9. It's a no. So tribe, thank you very much for coming back, and for those dope people who are liking the video before even watching it, love you. You're very supportive. I can't thank you enough, and I'm going to catch you in the next one. Bye for now. Hello tribe, pile 2. By the way, music is gonna be intentionally louder in the background. We're gonna be pulling from the Tea Leaf Tarot first. I want 4 cards, and then we're gonna pull from the Romance Angel, and we'll be clarifying your tea leaf. Okay, pile 2, what is up the next 7 to 10 days from now? What is up? Weirdly, I didn't even see that card. I've been told to take it back. Shall we look at it before we do so? Situations in the balance that require careful handling. I don't know why, but it wanted me to put it back, which is very strange. Okay, that was a replacement because it was it literally showed itself. Okay, one more. All right, wow, did you see that? I don't think you have. That was a very smooth flip. I'm gonna show you these cards in a minute. I want 2 more from the Romance Angel. Anything about your relationships that we need to know, pile 2. All right, that one came out. We have religious factors. One more. One more. Okay, that one wants to come out. We'll take it. And we have romantic feelings. Okay, let's start clarifying. I'm going to be using the Urban Tarot deck. So, what we have for you guys, we have flute to start with, disappointment in a friend or lover. We have bow, you are highly thought of. Nice. Bow. Right. Camel, persevere and you will overcome problems. And we have rooster, an arrogant boastful person you should not cross. We're going to be clarifying these, give me a moment. Then we have religious factors as well as romantic feelings for your romance angel. Okay, let's clarify flute, disappointment in a friend or lover. Okay, the Ace of Wands wants to come out, as well as the Seven of Pence, I believe, yes, in this deck, which is very different from any other deck, right? Because it's called as failure. All right, I want to know more. But I do think that this is quite straightforward for pile number 2. Someone might offer something quite passionate to you, right? Or you will be offering that to someone, but it's probably not going to end the way that you have planned it or this other person did. So you know where you're going to stand here, because someone is getting disappointed because of some kind of offer being turned down, or because they have to wait for that long. Interesting. One more card. Oh, okay. Not feeling those. Give me a smooth one. I'm gonna let gravity do the work. That works for me best. Okay, we have death. Yeah, there's some kind of relationship that is completely transitioning to something new, and I'd say it does seem like an ending for some of you. So I don't know if that has to do with a person who is romantically involved here or someone who is not. It can go either way, but I do believe that for some of you, see, flute for me, it's to do with a sound. So I think maybe you're gonna figure something out about a person, or they will something about you, or you both will talk and you will decide to transform this connection, how it used to be, to something very different. Now, I can't sum it all up for all of you guys because there are so many connections and it can go in so many ways, but I hope that this is gonna be somehow useful for you, almost like heads up. But I think for a lot of you, you know about that already, and maybe that's you who made that decision. Let's talk about sorry guys, I feel tired in pile 2. I don't know why. Do you need sleep? Are you resting enough? Pay attention to those things. Bow, okay, you are highly thought of. Yes, you are. We have the Aeon in this card. It does seem like the way that you're gonna see yourself the next week and someone else, well, these are going to be 2 different scenarios. Don't put yourself down. I think you're going to hear words coming from someone saying, hey, you are doing amazing. How do you do this? You know, how do you cope with such things? Or how do you cope with, I don't know, even the way you dressed, or the way you work, or how you lead your life. But it does seem like you're going to have this massive pat on the back, and I think it's going to be quite unexpected because you're going to be in a place where, sorry, these are quite massive to shuffle, that's why it's so messy, but you're going to be in a place where you won't be prepared for such feedback. You're going to be like, wow, thank you so much, this is so amazing. And I almost like see someone coming back home smiling, and those words will be quite powerful. Yeah, happiness. You see that? I think for a lot of you, what is happening here, I don't know what is the actual situation in your family life, but it seems like someone, regardless of how you see it, someone thinks that you have a great family dynamic. And I know that sometimes when people see a certain way, it doesn't always have to be true, you know, but that's how this other person will see you. And there's some kind of a connection happening the next week that feels very nice, very sincere. And I wouldn't be surprised if someone made a new friend. And there's a lot of red, there's a lot of passion too. So it can be connected to the romantic side of it too. okay? Either platonic or romantic. We have the Four of Swords here as well. Yeah, someone wants to score. I'm sorry. I'm telling you what I'm seeing, you know what I mean? So in some cases, this is platonic. In some other cases, someone wants to score. Okay, just saying, pile number 2. Because, oh, damn, okay. I'm going to show you the intuitive card that you've chosen. Usually, the way I read it is this way. And I'm going to try to show you what I see and what it means to me. So how I see this card all the time when it comes up, that is the person, the person is standing, that's the person looking a bit like an alien, let's put it that way. This is the side of their arm, the standing like profile to us, right? This is the side of their face, and a head goes like that. That's why I'm saying a bit like an alien. So that's how I see a person, right? Until torso. And I always see this card as snogging someone or whispering something to someone's ear. So it does seem like there is a bit of flirting going on for pile 2, or there might be words of appreciation. Okay? Now, let's talk about the camel. It says persevere and you will overcome problems. What you overcoming next week? Oh, we have chariot. You're definitely successful in something. And it does seem like, you know, camel and the car for me here. It's something to do with travel. Would it be physical or mental? You'll know where you stand. If you do have some kind of an issue right now, you need to know that you will overcome it the next 7 to 10 days from now. Yeah, and it does seem like it's going to come from hard work. And it makes sense. We have the 9 of Wands, right? Someone who keeps pushing in order to be successful. And camel does the same, right? Keep pushing, persevere, and you will overcome problems. So if you think that something is not achievable, with a bit of hard work or extra work, you'll overcome whatever it is that you are facing right now, or you will be facing the next week. There is no big deal here, no massive problems. I'm not seeing that, but there's almost like this, there is an encouragement to just push a little bit more. So let's talk about rooster, an arrogant, boastful person you should not cross. Who is this? Someone who might have a really good sense of fashion, or someone who likes to celebrate life quite a lot. It can be someone who's into sewing, you know, all of those things, because we have the costume designer popping up here. But do you believe that this is something to do with... Let's clarify before I start talking. For some others of you, this person used to dance, or they are still a dancer. Why? Why the arrogant? That's definitely a very feminine vibe. Whoever this arrogant person is, it can be you, it can be someone else, right? Yeah, because of some kind of competition. See, whoever might lose competition, or whoever will come across a person whom they think they have to... They think that they have to do better than the other person. And from that competition, there's going to be some kind of hurt of ego. And it does seem like that's when that arrogance will come out. Someone may just lose in maybe argument or discussion, or they will do not as good as the other person, and then, you know, ego is hurt, and that's why someone may come through as a bit of arrogant character. Let's put it that way. So let's look at your love. I'm gonna be using the steampunk. So let's clarify religious factors as well as romantic feelings. So I want to get a bit more about this. So obviously, when we have religious factors, you might be dealing with someone who is not from the same place, the same town, or not the same spiritual or religious beliefs. Let's put it that way. We have the 5 of Pentacles coming out. I kind of want to have a bit of a story here. I'm not going to clarify each card. I want 3 or 4 cards, a bit like a story for what it's talking about. We have the Ace of Pentacles. We have the 9 of Swords. And we have the Ten of Swords. What is interesting here for pile number 1, I think we had an interesting scenario where someone might be ending or transforming a relationship, and it might be a kind of a collective for a week or 7 to 10 days from now, guys, because it seems like there are similarities in collective messages here. It does seem like there might be an opportunity for someone to start something new with another person and to end something with someone else. Because Five of Pentacles is all about the abandonment for me, right? But it doesn't have to be for all of you. It can be maybe being worried about a relationship that seemed very good and very nice that might be somehow ending or changing into something else. I must say what I feel here. For some people, it does seem like, would it be you or this other person, someone can't make up their mind whom to stick with, because I'm almost like getting a situation where someone is somehow involved with someone else, and then there is another offer and they don't know what to do. And I think, you know, instead of me playing, it's not about playing, it's about, you know, maybe leading on someone else, I have to end something, but I'm really worried about this. You know, it's not about this player type, because this person is generally worried about going somewhere or leaving because of that other offer. In some cases, this offer can be a job offer and someone has to go because of a job, you know, and say bye. And it's quite a serious decision that they have to make. Now, this doesn't have to be only romantic, guys. As you know, it can be any kind of relationship. Someone has to go, you know, because they are starting something new. Let's clarify Ace of Pentacles. Yeah, see, the Two of Wands is all about longing, looking at the distance and waiting for something to happen. And this guy is holding that pentacle. It seems like someone doesn't want to go, but they have to. Yeah, they have to. Maybe they have to travel, or maybe they have to relocate even in some cases. All right, let's pull a message for you, as well as some other things. We're going to be using the Animal Tarot. Let me take these back. All right. A message for pile 2. What do they need to hear right now? We've got the Princess of Autumn. It says a wonderful opportunity related to your work or education, such as a promotion or scholarship, is coming your way. Seize the chance to learn something exciting or start a more rewarding and uplifting career. Now, I want you guys to think of any question that has a yes or no answer to it. And think of any number between 1 and 9 as an answer for that question. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There are no objects. I want you to choose intuitively. We're starting with number 1. It's a maybe. So every time I get a maybe, I know that there is something hidden from me in a good way. There has to be a surprise of some sort. You don't need to know about this just now. So if that doesn't make sense in your situation, you can pick any other number if you'd like. Number 2, it's a no. Number 3 is another path is yours. So there is something better waiting for you out there, however you want to interpret this. 4, it's delayed, so the situation will be delayed somehow. Whatever you're asking about, maybe it's almost like heads up for you. 5, it's a yes. 6, it's a no. 7, it's yes, definitely. 8, not the right time to know about this, unfortunately. Sorry, numbers. Number is 8, right? And number is 9, it's a yes. So I hope this made sense to you, and guys, thank you very much for those who are very supportive. Tribe, love you as always, can't thank you enough. I'm going to catch you in the next one. Hello tribe, whoever has chosen pile 3. So by the way, music is gonna be intentionally louder. Let's take a look at your tea leaf. I want 4 cards, and we're gonna be pulling 2 from the Romance Angel, and we'll go from there because there's gonna be more. All right, pile 3. What is up? What is up? What is up? Okay, one more. Bear with me. That one wants to come out. We'll take that. I'm gonna show these cards in a minute. Let me pull 2 cards from the Romance Angel for you guys. We have reconciliation, as well as children. Specifically, if some of you haven't seen your children for some time, or maybe there was some kind of separation that's happening, the reconciliation is happening. Or if you felt a bit distant from your family, maybe member or your child, no more. Okay, let's talk. We have firstly broken wishbone, wish will not be granted. We're going to be clarifying that. We have kite, vacation. How interesting. Somehow pile 1, 2 and 3 had references to some kind of mental or physical travel, or taking time off in this case. We have honor and respect will come to you. We like that. We have egg, success assured with good plans and hard work. Yes. Okay, let's see. We're going to be using the Urban Tarot to clarify these. Let's clarify the broken wishbone. Wish will not be granted. What is going on there? That wants to come out. We'll take that. Okay. All right, I don't know, but this is something to do, guys, with maybe some kind of commitment, like an actual marriage or an actual contract, even for some of you. But that's to do with either maybe your husband or wife who are married. So maybe something that you wished for that is very personal to you, it somehow is not going to be the way you think it's going to be, because there's a lot of family vibes here, you see. For some other people, it might be talking about a family situation. So maybe if you did have a plan of some sorts, would it be, I don't know, a get-together, or someone told you that they're going to be there, maybe plans will change. But almost like how it sounds to me, changes of plans. For some others, very particular situation here, if there is some kind of mentor or maybe a priest, even in some cases, and you've imagined them a certain way, it seems like it's not going to be the way you've imagined it. Almost like your perception will change about a particular situation here. There is some kind of a delay happening here. Overall, some kind of a delay. I don't see that this wish will not be granted forever. It more so feels like a delay to me. Let's pull one more card. Let's see why it's not going to be granted. It's something to do with food here for some of you. See that? Maybe if you do have any plans involving food, or you're creating something, maybe there have to be improvements in that area. Patience is needed, because a Knight of Discs is Knight of Pentacles in the regular deck. And I've asked why it's not granted. Because of patience, it's saying. Does it make sense to you? It will make sense to those for whom this message has to be. You're going to be like, right, I already know what that means to me. Now let's look at the kite vacation. Feels very nostalgic, you know. Every time I think of kite, it feels nostalgic to me here. So maybe you are meeting someone whom you haven't seen for a while. We have the Two of Pentacles. Probably some of you have been juggling a couple of responsibilities at once, and you will be able to take some time off or have extra time. We have the Game Master, as well as, which is the Knight of Swords in a regular deck, as well as the Change in this deck. So it does seem like your busy lifestyle will change a bit. You will be able to plan things ahead, and the way you're going to plan it, maybe someone is changing the schedule because they're going to allow themselves to have more time off. So if you felt like your schedule is cramped, or your even mind is cramped, it seems like you will do something, take some kind of activity in some cases, so that it's going to allow you to have a bit more free time. Now, for some of you, this is a message to think about that, because someone in this pile is quite overworked, I must say. And also it has a very strong connection to you taking a bit more time off. Maybe it can be only one day that you'll take 2 hours for yourself, because you need those 2 hours to plan ahead or have some kind of adjustment happening. And if you were busy running around, you wouldn't be as focused on that plan. I hope this is making sense. Let's clarify. Crown, honor, and respect will come to you. Yes, 7 of Wands. You're gonna say something the next week that a lot of people will pay attention to, and I think a lot of people will be thinking the same way, but no one will probably want to be the first ones to talk about it. So you're gonna gain a lot of respect once you're gonna be standing your ground, standing your belief system, standing your beliefs, not backing down, being assertive. And it does seem like some other people will join you on that. It can be as simple as having a conversation with others, whether it be friends, family members, and you say something that is a bit, you know, like, oh, this is something, you know, I didn't think you're gonna say, and then other people quietly, they thinking, this is a good job, you know, this person needed to hear that, or you actually have a really good point. So somehow by standing your ground and walking together, that's how I want to express myself, walking side by side your beliefs, right, your values, is going to bring you a lot of respect the next week, would it be at work, family, relationships, right? And we've got, look at these two cards, see what I mean? We have the activist, so that's exactly what I was getting here. Someone who speaks their mind, someone who tells you the truth, someone who doesn't care what other people have to say or about the opposition. They're like, I'm gonna riot, even in some cases, because this is my right. So it has a lot to do with rights somehow. Maybe if you have a job that is connected to authority or is connected to maybe people's rights, maybe you are a humanitarian, or yeah, HR, I'm hearing for some of you, you're going to do really, really well. You're going to get a lot of recognition through whatever it is that you stand by. That feels very powerful to me here. Speak your truth, pal. Free the next 7 to 10 days from now. It can be as simple as having your blog or your YouTube channel and speaking from your heart rather than what other people expect you to say. You know what I mean? So you are who you are unapologetically. And that's going to be a big, big strength for you the next 7 to 10 days from now. I think you're not going to expect how it's going to be received, because it's going to be quite amazing. Now, Egg, we have success assured with good plans and hard work. Yes, and it goes together for me here with the Game Master, with the vacation card. This is saying plan your moves ahead here. So if you're going to be planning well, you're going to have I want to say quick achievements, but also you won't have to work as hard because you will be working smart, if that makes sense. So even, you know, changing your schedule, maybe that wasn't as productive for you, having it laid out that way, you're going to be making some adjustments. We have the 5 of Cups. Yeah, because something didn't work out for you anymore. You know, something didn't work for you anymore. You are like, don't feel like this is my thing. I want to make some kind of adjustments. I've been there, done it, you know, it's not my thing. Yeah, the Wheel of Fortune. The wheel is turning here. It's turning from disappointment. It's turning towards a completely new energy, which is success in this case. Let's pull one more. We have the 10 of Swords. Something is ending here, guys, in order to allow success to come in, right? The wheel is turning. And if the universe, God, whatever you believe in, will see and knows, right, that you need to get rid of something in order to allow the success to come in, it's gonna have to go. What has to go? What is that connected to pile 3? What has to go? For some of you, maybe you've been looking towards the past too much, or you were seeking for pleasure not in right places. And somehow, maybe you have been distracted by some kind of pleasure. Would it be, you know, connection, relationship? Would it be by the past events of some sorts with the 6 of Cups, right? And this will be changing for you. So let's put these back, and we're going to be talking about your romance angel. So give me a story here, reconciliation as well as children. You might even refuse someone who might be coming back, because we had the 6 of Cups, right? It seems like a situation I have to refuse the past coming back to my life so that I can allow the success to come in. I'm hearing I'm not coming back. I'm not going back. Wow. Okay. Tell me a story. 3 cards. We have the Knight of Pentacles. We have the 8 of Cups. You see what I mean? Maybe something in a connection. It can be romantic or it can be platonic. Regardless, we're looking at relationships here. Something has taken longer than someone has thought, and by the time maybe they came back, someone was gone, or someone doesn't want it anymore. Which is very strange story here. I hope it's found those who need to hear that, and it makes sense. Yeah, it does seem like, oh my God, what a story. This is not for everyone here. It seems like maybe someone hasn't seen someone for a really long time. They meet one another and someone still has hope. Would it be to connect? Would it be to maybe have dinner? Would it be anything, right? And the other person says, you know what, I actually have family already, or I have met someone, right? Wow, it's like from movies here. Yeah, and we have children here, as well as we do have a child and 2 dogs here. So someone is like, you know what, I have family, I have kids, I have everything. It's, I don't think it's gonna work. Yeah, I think it's gonna bring a lot of conflict in. If even if we went for maybe a friendly coffee or something like that, or if we communicated. So most of the story is very connected to this romance somehow. It can be also a friend, but that friend wasn't 100% friend. You know, it was always something maybe behind the scenes that no one talked about, you know, like there was some kind of feelings involved here. Because for most of you, I'm not sensing that this is just platonic situation. Because the bottom of the deck is the Queen of Wands. She's very passionate. She's very like, woof, you know. So, woo, let me know if this is your story. This is quite interesting. I don't think I ever gotten a story like this that reminds me of movies. Someone comes back and the other person is like, sorry, nah, I can't. Wow. Wow. All right. All right. Let's pull a message for you from the Animal Tarot deck, shall we? A message for pile 3. What do you need? What do they need to hear? What do they need to hear? Okay. I feel like there is one more. Let's pull one more. Let's start with the Six of Autumn. It says, your success and prosperity have allowed you to pay off debts, acquire wise loans, or receive a grant or scholarship. In return for heaven's blessings, be sure to share the wealth with others through donations of time or money to reputable charities. Now we have the Queen of Winter, which is the Queen of Swords in a regular deck. It says, all your life experiences have prepared you for this moment of truth. There's some kind of truth coming out, straightforward communication, see? It says it's time to declutter your home, clear away situations that aren't working for you anymore, and disengage from people who create more drama than happiness. Now what I want you to do, I want you to think of any yes or no question. Like an answer would be a yes or no, right? But my cards don't only have the yes or no's, it's a bit more diverse. And think of any number. When you think of that question, think of any number between 1 and 9. Okay, I feel like I was told to stop. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Stop the video right here if you need more time. I want you guys to use your intuition purely. I'm gonna sip of a drink. Take a sip of a drink. Whew, sorry guys, I don't even know what's the time. Yes, it's 10 past 11 p.m. As I've told you in another reading, I have a lot going on right now, in a good way. So some of the readings have been rushed a bit, but this one I took time for. 1, ready? An answer for 1, it's a yes. The answer for 2 is yes, definitely. An answer for number 3, it's a yes. Wow, all 3 yeses in a row. For number 4, it's a no. Number 5, it's not the right time to know about that. I'm sorry, guys. Or not the right time for something. 6, another path is yours. In short, there is something better waiting for you out there connected to the situation. I hope it's making sense. 7, it's a no. 8, it's a maybe. So it does seem like there's some kind of surprise factor to this every time I pull a maybe. And 9, it's delayed. So the situation is going to be delayed, or the answer to the situation is delayed. However you want to interpret that. If it doesn't make sense, you may pull one more card. Choose one more card. Would it be from this pile or would it be from other? You know, however you feel like. Pile 3. Thank you for coming back. Tribe, love you as always. You are super supportive. I can't thank you enough, and I'm going to catch you in the next one. Bye for now. How you doing, pile 4? I hope your week has been good. Let's look at the collective. I want 4 cards from the tea leaf, 2 from Romance Angel, 1 from Animal, and we're gonna be pulling more later on. So 4 cards. Okay, thank you. I'm gonna show you cards in a minute. Once we have all of them. All right. Wow. Okay, we'll take both of those and we'll take these back. So we have 1 card extra, pile 4. And 2 from the Romance Angel, please. We have deception, as well as calling your soulmate. Oh, there is a very straightforward message here for some of you out there. You won't like it though. It does seem like someone has thought of someone as a very strong soul connection. Imagine all the labels they like to put on connections now, and maybe someone has found out recently that that's not true and it was karmic or the will. But that's one of the messages for someone out there. Now we're gonna be using the Urban Tarot. And what we have, we're gonna start with the dog barking. It says advice from a friend. Then we've got fox, shrewdness and resourcefulness, especially in business. Then we have well, family wishes come true, nice. We have a grasshopper, situations in the balance that require careful handling. And a handshake. A meeting with a stranger could be important. All right, tell me more. What does the dog barking mean, please? Advice from a friend. What do we have here for pile 4? We have the 7 of Cups. Let me adjust the camera for you. Yeah, you have been maybe created some kind of illusion or storyline in your head that has kept you maybe anxious for a while, and a friend will clarify things for you. Something that was a bit of a unsolved mystery, or something that has kept you in this questioning state for a while now. You didn't know if that's true or that's something that was made up. You know, was it my own head or is the situation for real? You're going to get a really good advice from someone who speaks from their heart, and I think you're going to end this state of being, I almost want to say, you know, seeing through the mist. It's gonna end. The clouds will become clear. You know what I mean? Yeah, and whoever this friend is, this is someone who doesn't bullshit. They're gonna be like, this situation, maybe it's you who's saying that to your friend. You know, it can be vice versa. This is bullshit. This has caused a lot of pain, right? It's time to stop. That's exactly what I'm seeing here. It's time to stop. For the pain, for the anxiety, for whatever it is that this situation has caused you. And I think it has continued for some time now. That was something that was created in one's head that was not beneficial. And that friend is like, nah, time to stop. You know what? Time to stop. So we have fox, shrewdness and resourcefulness, especially in business. Tell me more. Tell me more. We have the Prince of Wands, which is the journalist in this card. In this deck, sorry. We have the Knight of Discs. And we have the Six of Swords, which is science in this deck. I'd say that it does seem like there is some kind of a deal happening the next week between a couple of businesses. Two people might come together or might even dine together because they have some kind of interest that they both want to talk about. For some other people, your business or yourself, if you don't have your own business, will become more visible for other people. So things are moving forward when it comes to your work situation here. But it does seem like you are very demanding the next week. You know what you want when it comes to work, and you're gonna say it. You're like, if I need to cut something, would it be cut the waste? You know, if you have your own business, I need to cut the waste. You know, I need to replan everything. I need to recalculate it. You're very demanding, but you also know that in order to see the progress or the improvements when it comes to money matters, you're gonna have to be a little bit patient. But you already, like, you have a plan. Seems like you might even say something to a colleague in order for the business, whether it be yours or someone else's, to improve. And I think that someone might be proud the way that you're dealing with things, especially if you have a boss who will be observing you. Okay, well, family wishes will come true. Nice. What are the family wishes that are coming true? Don't feel those? Sorry. What are the family wishes that are coming true? Okay, that one came out again. We have the completion, which is, I believe, 4 of Wands in this deck. Yes. And isn't that a family card? As well as the Wheel of Fortune. This is quite a nostalgic card every time I see this Wheel of Fortune, if you can see. I do think that family is going to be your priority the next 7 to 10 days from now. I think you might bring back some kind of tradition, or there is some kind of, something will be brought back what was precious for your family. So maybe if one family member could not attend certain events or holidays, you're gonna notice that person joining. I'm literally like seeing a vision of someone's grandmother being overly happy. So that's so sweet. Then we have the Hacker 2, which is the Prince of Swords in this deck. Oh, I must say that in some cases it's as simple as someone who's quite knowledgeable about tech will be helping a family member out who has no clue whatever the heck that they're doing, you know? And there is that very genuine and very honest interaction happening, where it's such a little thing, you know, it's not requiring a lot of effort to help a family member out, but the other person who is being helped, they're over the moon because maybe they have been dealing with some kind of a situation for a while now. And somehow maybe for you it's not going to be as important if you are that person who knows quite a lot about tech or who knows how to deal with certain things, but the other person seems like they are over the moon. In some cases it can be you if you have been dealing with some, maybe would it be a program that you're not aware of, that you don't know as much about, or would it be some kind of, I'm even hearing, I'm not hearing, but I'm seeing a situation when there are cables cut off. So anything to do with the electricity flow is being sorted. And one more specific situation, sorry guys, because I'm getting a lot of like glimpses of images. Someone in the family really wanted a particular decoration and they finally going to get it, and that's gonna make the whole week. See how genuine this feels like to me? I'm trying to explain it to you. Someone who doesn't need a lot in order to feel happy, and I think that happiness, the way that this person will feel like and how they will act, will somehow also have a big impact on other people, you know. And some people will stop for a minute and they'll be like, you know what, that's what life is about, being happy about little things. So feels very honest and very nice for me here. So if you're going to be drawn to even, you know, helping a family member out the next week, it's going to mean a lot to them. I would encourage you to do that. We have grasshopper situation in the balance that require careful handling. What is that about? We have the 7 of Swords. If you're gonna find out something that was hidden from you, or someone was a bit tricky, you know, and they tried to hide information, it's saying maybe don't react to it straight away. Maybe think things through before you say anything, because it does seem like it's a third-party situation, not in the romantic way, but almost like if you would, your friend would say something about their friend who is not as close to you, for example, and that person is not very close to you. It's, you know, none of your business what they hide, what they say to people. You just hear about them, right? And if it's gonna trigger you in some way, maybe try to handle it more carefully. And this is almost like heads up, saying maybe you don't want to get involved. I'm not telling you what to do, but you're going to feel what's right. I must say, you know, that it's literally one case here, and I think this person will come across this message maybe throughout the next half year since I've posted this video. Someone will come out. Someone will come out as either gay or lesbian here in this case, and that is why it's going to require careful handling. This is a fragile situation. You need to know how to deal with person's emotions here. And see what I mean? We have the Seven of Swords where information is being hidden, as well as the Ten of Cups. In this case, I take this card in a very particular way, and especially in this situation. So you might find out information about someone come out. Would it be a person who is very close to you, or maybe a friend of a friend, as I said. So there are a couple of scenarios here, okay? Whoever this person is who will come out, it seems like they sense people, and they will know if that's gonna be a genuine, almost like a genuine, if people will accept them genuinely, or they will just be polite. And that's going to be very important for that person, you know. They will be very careful who they say it to and who they talk to. So they have very nice energy, whoever this is. Very warm. I'm feeling a lot of warmth in my hand. Yeah. And they want everyone to be happy. So I wouldn't be surprised if there was some kind of third scenario, guys. Third scenario. Imagine how many people watching this, right? So I have to go into it. I'm sorry if I'm gonna ruin this for you, but someone is planning a secret party of some sorts, or a secret birthday celebration that someone doesn't need to know about. And once they come home, or once they get invited somewhere, then ta-da, you know, happy birthday. That's what kind of situation is coming through here. Let's talk about handshake. A meeting with a stranger could be important. We have the Two of Pens. In this case, I'm thinking that the stranger that you may meet, it's going to be either at that time when you're going to be very busy, or juggling a couple of tasks at the same time, or it can be actually, as it's shown here, maybe whilst you're working out. And we have the Ten of Swords, as well as the Ace of Swords. It seems like this person might give you some kind of, a random person you meet might give you some kind of information about an ending of some sort. So I'm not going to get into this too specifically, so many people, so many situations, but they almost like they give you this light bulb moment, an idea about a new beginning, or in general, just like a new understanding about a situation. Yeah, almost like they give you a new perspective on some kind of scenario here. Let's talk about your romance angel, shall we? All right. So we're gonna be using, I think, the steampunk. Let's pull 3 cards as a story here. So we have deception, as well as calling in your soulmate. We have the Knight of Wands. I'm gonna just leave it right here. We have the Five of Cups, which makes sense here. Let me adjust this a little bit for you now. And we have the Hierophant. It seems like the next week you're gonna find out information, but I think you've known about this. Someone maybe wasn't as open to you as they could have been, or maybe you were not. And that has led to someone to feel either left out, either somehow tricked, or it does seem like someone have felt like they are the important one, but they figured out that maybe that person was on and off somehow, or they were not as stable as someone thought they would be, and that's coming true, coming to light, right? And someone is quite disappointed about what they heard or what they saw when the person took the mask off. But it does seem like these two people are wearing masks, so maybe both of these people are not as open as they could be, and one of them will take that mask off first. And let's clarify the Hierophant here. But it does seem like there's something else waiting. Yeah, there's a new start waiting. Now this is gonna be for one or two of you. If you have been in an unhappy marriage for a long time, I think the next 7 to 10 days from now, you're gonna get clarity about what it is that you want to do. And for other people, it almost seems like there was someone on your mind, or you were on someone's mind, right? And someone realizes now what kind of commitment they want and what kind of version of a partner they want has changed or is about to change. I'm almost like hearing I want a fresh beginning here, but there's already almost like a new person lined up. So even before making a decision about someone's image here, how they thought this person was and for who they truly are, there was already this sense, intuitive hint almost, that there is someone else waiting for me out there. I know that there is an actual soulmate coming in. Shall we peek? Yeah, but before that, there's gonna be a bit of soul searching and maybe solo time or finding things that you like doing. Yeah, the Emperor. See, instead of the Knight of Wands, what is changing, it does seem like there's gonna be the Emperor walking in, and whoever this is not a knight. This is a strong individual who knows what they want. They have structured their life perfectly. They have everything in order and they are very mature. Yeah, right? And they're very mature. And again, this is a queen. This is not a knight. So it does seem like some of you might find a connection or might figure things out. I would say it's more than 7 to 10 days from now. You know, for some others of you, there's almost seems like a bit of a journey here, right? To seeking and seeing different kind of people coming in your life. And it can be also talking about non-romantic situations, platonic situations. I thought this person was like that, but they actually kind of maybe even, I can't trust them fully. It's not that they're a bad person, but you know example, someone promises to be there at that time and they keep delaying things, or something doesn't happen all the time, etc., right? And one day that person goes like, you know what, nah, like, no, I don't want this energy. I want something stable. I want something that feels more trustworthy and whom I can have a closer of a connection with. Make sense? Okay, let's look at other things. What I want you to do now, I want you guys to think of any question that has a yes or no answer to it. And while thinking about that question, choose a number between 1 and 9. Any yes or no question, and choose a number between 1 and 9. Number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There won't be any objects on top. I want you guys, as usual, to use only your intuition. I'm gonna have a sip of a drink and we're gonna see what we have. Ready? 1. Another path is yours. Every time this comes up, It's saying there is something better waiting for you out there. However you want to interpret this, if that doesn't make sense, you can choose another number. All right, that didn't want to go. 2, and no. 3, and maybe every time again, maybe I know that there is some kind of a hidden surprise to the situation. 4, it's a yes. 5, the situation or the answer to the question will be a bit delayed, and there is a reason for that. I hope it makes sense. 6, it's a no. 7, it's not the right time for you to know about this, or not the right time for this to happen. 8, yes, definitely. And 9, it's a yes. So tribe, thank you very much for coming back. Thank you for all your support. Can't be more thankful. And I hope to catch you in the next one. And I can't speak anymore. It's quite late here already. I'll see you next time. Bye.